position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on last year's national champion, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second down?
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down. Play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the mark. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fakes the grab on the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A couple of first downs on this drive has given them some breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 37. Good timing on the quick out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A very snap, sets up to throw. Pulls it in. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the... Play number 9 on this drive. To the air on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line on the edge is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off to a good... Here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to...
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Now, this slant route you throw quick. It's a timing route. Throwing 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way, but right there just...
And down he goes back at the 3. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on 3rd down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
Halted in the first down and goal. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. Into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, South Carolina. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it. 1st down and more. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw.
Deep shot for the end zone. He was open. He had it. Dropped it, would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hauls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Indy Card. as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the misconnection on third down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Off the play fake. The throw. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. First down here for the offense. The pitch to the left. Finding open areas. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 6 over UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running it to the right. Runs through the tackle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy...
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown time! And the route is on.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense. That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Motion from the wideout. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the heat. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Hardy. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this...
There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They're facing a 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense. where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better through. Football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Farmer. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability in that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hardy. At the 45, on his way. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the ground, it's Robinson. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Farmer. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time. He lofts one down the sideline. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Farmer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback extends the play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Keeps looking downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone. just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch on the right side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He's brought down. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama!
anything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws, and he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They go to the draw. Fighting off the defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn.
He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play. To get the football, but to prep the field position with the return. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
That pass is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Another incompletion on down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Finds his man. It's Farmer. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on second down. Spits it out to the back. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.